Hello, everyone, and good evening to you. I welcome you to yet another video tutorial on the GBP USD. This is going to be a follow-up video to my previous analysis on the GBP USD, where we took advantage of about 200 pips here when we entered the trade here during the early days of the week. So we took the move right into the 1.1400 level, after which we also joined the decline as soon as price broke down, retest the structure to the downside with about 130 pips thereabout. I will be sharing the link to that video with full day-to-day commentaries on how we took advantage of that trade in the comment section of this video. So if you want to see how we went through last week on the GPUSD, you feel free to view the video. I will be dropping the link herein. So before I go into the full details of what my expectation is going to be like on the GPUSD for next week, I was able to spool out some events that is likely going to be driving price action that we will be looking forward to drive price action in the coming week. So on the economic calendar here, we have on Tuesday we have the claimant count charge and the ILO unemployment rate, which is definitely going to be having an impact on the pound. Then on Wednesday, we have the FOMC, which is also a very significant event that is going to be affecting the movement of the dollar. And then on Thursday, we have the consumer price index. And on Friday, we have the retail sales and the Michigan consumer sentiment. So what we are going to be doing in this video is to look out for structures and get ourselves prepared for this event so that when we finally have that opportunity unfolding before our eyes, we will already be on standby to take advantage of that move. So let's dive into the chart and let's look at what is happening from a technical standpoint. Scaling up to the daily time frame, the first thing we observe here on the daily time frame is that price action has been on a very strong bearish momentum since the beginning of the year. And this is evident after connecting the series of lower highs here to give us that resultant bearish trend line. So as we can see, price has consistently respected that trend line since somewhere in the month of April. Now zooming into what has been happening on this since the month of September, we can see that we have this very important level around the 1100 area, 1.1800 level. And the reason why I have that level identified is simply because of how price has respected this level since the month of June. So we had a bullish expectation here where we saw our participants in this market gather to buy the GBP USD, which pushed price to the upside. And then we had attempt by the buyers to push price here, but was met with stiff resistance from the sellers, which at the end of the day pushed price to the downside in the month of August. And since then, price has continued to find lower lows and lower heights. Now, looking at the structure here, going fast forwarding into the early days of the month of September, we can see how the 1.1400 level has been a major niche for participants in this market. Look at what we have here in the first week of the month of September. We saw how this level has been a major demand zone for participants in this market before we finally saw the breakdown of that structure. So since the breakdown of the structure in the later part of the month of September, we saw price come to the downside like this, breaking down that structure. And from a technical standpoint, whenever we cite a breakdown of a structure like this, we expect that price is likely going to come back into the structure to do a retest of structure where we will be looking out for patterns to join the prior leading price action. And lo and behold, that is exactly what has happened. We saw what happened during the course of last week's trading session. We saw our price came back into the 1.1400 level. And what happened afterward was quite interesting as participants actually gathered here to sell the pounds one more time. So now going into the new week, what is going to be our expectation? Are we going to continue to see a scenario where price will be going to the downside? Or are we going to be having a scenario where price will come back into the structure here with the intention of pushing price right back into the bearish trend line? So in order to have a better perspective into this, we shall be scaling down to the 4 hours time frame where things will become more clearer. So right on the 4 hours time frame, the first thing I was able to identify here on the 4 hours time frame is this reversal pattern here. As we can see, as soon as price got into the 1.0400 level, which is also a very strong psychological level, we started seeing buying attempt from this area. And we can see how the price movement here evolved into something that looks like a reversal pattern. We saw price come back into the 1.0900 level a couple of times. Price rejected the 1.05300 area, and this led into a final breakout of that structure to give us a matured reversal pattern. And from a technical standpoint, whenever we cite a reversal pattern like this, we should be identifying the neckline, and the neckline is sitting right at the 1.0900 level. So now we already have the breakout of the structure. 2 weeks ago we saw the breakout of this neckline, and from a technical standpoint we expect that price will probably come back to do a retest of that structure, where we'll be looking out for patterns on lower time frame that will be supporting a trend continuation to the upside. So these are one of the scenarios we want to be looking out for in the new week. Now let's look at what happened during the course of last week. We saw that price started the week at around the 1.1100 level, a very strong psychological level, which took price right into the 1.14 area. And then we saw a retracement back into where price started the week. So what we saw here is that we really didn't have any movement at this point. So now going into the new week, what I want to be looking forward to is to see how price is going to relate with the structure here, in such a way that there are two options. We could have a situation where price come back into the neckline area here, where we see multiple rejection of this level to give us a possible bullish momentum unfolding, where a breakout retest to structure will give us a confirmation to join the rally to the upside. That is one scenario. And then the other scenario is the possible option that price might break down this neckline in such a way that we have a retest to structure to send price crashing to the downside, hereby respecting the long-term bearish momentum we identified on the daily time frame. Then the third scenario I want to be looking forward to is a possible scenario where price might continue the bullish momentum it started during the later part of the month of September. Remember, we had this bullish momentum here. We have this impulsive move that started um, during the later part of the month of September. We saw this impulsive move to the upside. So we could probably be having price continue a consolidation phase around this area, after which a breakout retest to structure might be sending price go to back into the bearish trend line we identified on the daily time frame. So this is what I want to be looking forward to, and I'll be posting this video at this moment, and I'll be back in the comment section after monitoring how participants in this market will be relating to the structure around this area, after which I will be making a decision on how I intend to trade the GBP USD in the comment section of this video. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on the GBP USD. And if it does, kindly support this project by liking the video. You will also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Darkshari so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you on Monday in the comment section as usual. Bye bye.